Every once in a while, it's nice to give credit where credit's due, and once in a blue moon, we're able to extend that olive branch to President Obama. The President recently supported the termination of the entire faculty at a Rhode Island high school where teachers were demonstrably failing their students, a bold move on behalf of accountability. And he's even made nods towards expanding the use of merit pay and pushing to remove the limits some states have on charter schools. So on the issue of education, at least we can give the President some credit for taking steps in the right direction. But while those steps are a good start, they don't make up for some of the other, more troubling aspects of the Obama administration's education policy. Foremost among these is the White House's complicity in Congress's decision to prohibit new students in an Opportunity Scholarship program in Washington, D.C. This program rescued poor minorities from the city's worst schools and resulted in them outperforming their peers in class. Yet with teachers' unions remaining some of the most powerful interests in the Democratic Party, the program was dead on arrival once liberals took control of Capitol Hill. The other major flaw in President Obama's approach to education is the one that runs through almost every one of his major policy initiatives. It centralizes more power in Washington. Rather than combating the worst aspects of No Child Left Behind, a bill that dramatically expanded the federal government's influence in the classroom, Obama is looking to double down on them. And his push for increased federal education standards only moves us closer to the day when Washington begins pushing for national standards and national tests. That is not what education is supposed to be about. While schools should be providing our children with the basic skills needed to succeed in higher education and their future careers, it should also introduce them to many competing views of the world we live in. And there's no worse way to do that than to force a one-size-fits-all model on a nation of more than 300 million people. The future of education is much like the future of the rest of our economy, decentralized, driven by individual choice and competition, and predicated on the happiness of the consumer, not the supplier. Now, more than ever, parents should have the maximum amount of choice as to where their kids get educated, and they shouldn't be paying taxes into a public education system so bad that they have no responsible choice but to send their children to private school. It's also time for government of, by, and for the teachers' unions to come to an end. The only measure of success for our teachers is whether or not they are fulfilling their duty to our children, period. Great teachers should have great salaries, but bad ones should have a pink slip. And unions should stop pretending that no one knows the difference between the two. When President Obama can embrace that message and actually deliver upon it, he'll have earned our respect. But for now, he simply has our encouragement. That's this week's Freedom Minute.